Trans Mountain, there's going to be a bill coming out, I'm told, next week that basically will reframe this as a constitutional imperative that the government has the power and the right and is going to go through. I thought that was pretty much clarified already. But what do you want to see in this bill? What needs to be done to really put the accelerator down on this, if that's what it's intended to do?
Well, frankly, I don't think we need a bill. I think we need a prime minister who isn't in Paris right now or yesterday
London
saying,
today.
saying that he's sorry he wasn't able to phase out our oil and gas sector previously into this point. We need a champion for Canadian oil and gas. I mean, I guess if the Prime Minister wants to do something, he could stand up and say, we're going to end the carbon tax. We're not going to impose a carbon tax on the energy sector and on Canadians. He's going to end the tanker ban. He's going to withdraw C-69. He's going to send the signal that Canada is open for business and that when the approval happens, that proponents can have the confidence that these pipelines are going to be built. The Prime Minister and these Liberals have done such immense damage to investment in our country. Over $80 billion of energy investment has left over the last 2 years. So listen, legislation now, I don't know what he thinks he's going to do. He should have done a whole lot before this point.
I only got a minute left.
Well, as is always, the problem with the opposition parties is they're just on two opposite ends of the extreme, and we've got a government that is taking a very principled position on this. Candace and the Conservatives want a champion when it comes to developing our natural resources. The NDP want a champion when it comes to sustaining the environment. I want a government that can do both, and we are. And this we are creating the conditions to ensure that
this bill for?
What's in the legislation? What does that mean?
I just want to be able to finish my thought. That's all, as always. We're setting the conditions to build this pipeline. We're being respectful towards the environment by attaching 157 conditions to protect it. We're consulting with Indigenous communities. There are 33, if I'm not mistaken, First Nations who already have benefit agreements in BC.
They aren't benefit agreements, they're MOUs,
and Minister Carr is diligently working with Perry Bellegarde and other members of First Nations and Indigenous communities. We're doing what we need to do.
Margaret Thatcher said, if you stand in the middle of the road, you get hit by traffic from both sides. And the Liberals have not taken a stand in support of our energy sector.
Not if you're balanced.
And they certainly, I mean, they say one thing in Fort McMurray and another thing in Paris.